Thank you.
Oh shit. And we're live. Holy shit, we're live. Oh, good morning. It is October. Why am I thinking October? It's March 20th, 2022. We're at the end of March already. Jesus Christ, this year is flying by. It is 8:30 a.m. and we're gonna play some Dungeons and Dragons. Some Odyssey of the Dragonlords. It's been a couple weeks. Technical difficulties, but we are back and we are ready to have some fun. I hope.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I don't know about you. So before we start, I'll do our standard thing, do some introductions, then do a recap for 2 weeks ago, and then we'll get into it. So first, Nicodemus, tell us a little bit about him.
Nicodemus is a short, squat dwarf who used to be a dockmaster in Mitros. He has medium-length red hair, and his face is tanned and wrinkled from the sun. After losing his family, he went into seclusion in the Old Wood. There were druids that took pity upon him and trained them in their ways. There he gained the strength in the old ways and the power of wild shape. The druids help him forge a beautiful scale mail armor made of a sacred petrified wood that has a purple hue to it. Nicodemus also carries a scimitar and a wooden shield with a squid painted on the front of it. That's nothing new about Nico so far. Just been fighting in a maze, but we'll learn more later.
Yes. All right, Corwin the gnome.
Corbin is a mighty Dragonlord, reincarnated as a tiny 3.5-foot gnome. He wears a kilt. He got a shiny new piece of armor last session, and he fights with his bare hands, which means he dies a lot. But last session he managed to stay alive a little bit more, so hopefully he's getting more skilled as he goes along. Let's see. He found out that he was betrayed by his people here. And he's looking to figure out what all that's about and hopefully stop the next Great War before it starts.
And I believe he got a crown also, didn't he?
Oh yes, I got the crown of the Dragonlords, so I can potentially restart the Dragonlords if I can find a dragon egg.
Yes. Alright, Demetrius.
Demetrius is a centaur paladin of the Oath of Conquest, was a former slave. He became a gladiator, won his freedom, and then spent his days roaming and becoming a drunk, but is now recovering from the alcoholism. And that's about it.
Yeah, he's not an alcoholic anymore. That's a good thing. Alright, Arcadia.
Arcadia is a ranger rogue. She's 19 years old. She grew up on the isolated island of Themis as an Amazon, which is also a barbarian. They are feared as one of the most brutal barbarians in the islands. She prefers to fight at a distance and keep distance from people. She did spend some time in Astoria, where we found out that her father is the god of battle, Pythor.
Your good friend, Pythor. And last but not least, Shami.
Amos is a noble-born wizard with a goth aesthetic. Today, hopefully, he came to the City of the Dead to learn more about his fate or how to overcome his doomed destiny. And we still haven't figured out what is in store for him, and so we're gonna go talk to the gatekeeper. I forget his name. I think he is supposed to know something else about my destiny.
Nice. All right, Arcadia, are you ready to remind us all what happened?
Alrighty, so the session before the last session, she was quite unhappy with the party not working well together. So this session started with her pointing out things that she felt could be done better, having come from a war background, being an Amazon where they pretty much play war games all of the time. And so one of her misunderstandings was how Corbin's barbarian rage worked. So they talked a little bit about that. So after that discussion where we shared our strengths and weaknesses, talked about better tactics and plan of attack, Nicodemus was still in a bear shape, so we didn't want to waste that. Arcadia, finding out that Corbin can't dodge because he needs to either take damage or attack, volunteered to do that, and you've never seen her really do this, but except for the time she chopped off the heads of the goatlings. But she grabbed the golden lion shield from Steve and drew her coppice, put away her crossbow. Nice. And because she's the stealthiest, decided to go ahead and kind of scout out, with the help of Sapphire. Actually, Sapphire, Kamos's familiar, first looked around. And so we planned an attack. We moved Nico, who is in a bear form and can't squeeze through the hallways well, into like a T intersection. And after a couple of traps by our chat friends, quote unquote, she ended up finding a room where that was unlocked, and it was it looked like crushed skeletons in it, and a pair of golden bronze doors at the other end. Meanwhile, Demetrius was asking Kyra if she had a lover, and asked her all about stuff, and she did have one who was not immortal, and she's given up finding true love. And he said, "What about Pythor?" And she's like, "He's my brother, you big doof." And then for the faint sounds of banjo music in the background, found out there was a city in the clouds full of gods. Why only the 5 came down was those gods kind of liked mortal beings more than the other gods. He asked if there was a horse up there, and there are lots of horses. And that she has a father, and pretty much it kind of cheered her up that he was showing interest in her background. So also then Demetrius also had another discussion with Corbin about being a Dragonlord, and found out that you don't have to be immortal or anything necessarily special in that way to be a Dragonlord, but you do have to bond with the dragon and be able to communicate with it. But there is obviously something special about Corbin, as he's been reincarnated and survived 500 years. He just wants to figure out who betrayed him. Corbin does, and he misses his old dragon, young Ilron. He said he was strange, but he loved him. So after we go into the room, Corbin and Arcadia have a plan where they tie ropes between each other, so one or the other can pull each other out if something happens. Turns out that Demetrius comes down to help them because they can't open the bronze doors, and he gets trapped in the room. A portcullis slams down, and so Corbin and Arcadia are on the other side of the door, and Demetrius is stuck in there. So it's very exciting. Expect to have a John Williams soundtrack playing in the background, but we'd get in trouble on Twitch apparently. So it was kind of like the trash compactor scene in the Star Wars sequence where he's slowly getting crushed, and at the last minute Kyra runs off. You hear the screeching of metal on metal, and it stops and retracts, and I think that was the lever that was in the fake sarcophagus room that she pulled. When we go into the double doors, there is a black marble sarcophagus in it, engraved with the likeness of the Dragonlord Xander. And as we start to look into that room, we hear a booming coming from the north, and it turns out it is the Minotaur that Demetrius secretly healed. And as we prepare to do battle, Demetrius insists on speaking to him. And the Minotaur shows up, and he says, "Well, what do you think of your great hero, Xander the Conqueror, Xander the Murderer?" I'm the last of my tribe. I cannot sleep. I cannot rest. He slaughtered his people. He enslaved his family, bound them to the cursed place. And so Demetrius makes a valiant effort to convince him not to attack. But you find out that his name is Graxus the Butcher, and he has sworn an oath to defend the tomb. So the two warriors salute each other in battle before they start to fight. You also find out that after Xander killed Graxus's friends and family, the daemon, who is the Watcher, turned them into the undead Minotaur skeletons. Meanwhile, in the background, Corbin is trying to bait Graxus by saying "Toro, Toro," and so there is another conflict of interest in which Demetrius is not on the sides of the Dragonlords. You see the two sides of war here. Well, after a mighty battle, we end up defeating Graxus. But right before we do, the corpse of Xander appears, comes out, teleports basically, or telekinesis is the Graxus's axe, gives it to Corbin. Corbin kills him with the axe. He feels disgusted because he had to use an implement. And then Corbin and Nico look at Demetrius and say, "Don't heal him." Then Xander doffs his breastplate, lays it on the ground, and tells Corbin his armor has been stolen by a man named Gaius, who is under the command of Sidon, and it is in his room on the island of Yonder. Then he takes off his crown and gives it to him. It is the crown of the Dragonlords. Hands it to Corbin, saying, "Take the mantle of Dragonlords, but do it better. Be the Dragonlord we should have been," and climbs back into his sarcophagus and closes the lid. Corbin wants to know more, but Kyra says, "Go ask your girlfriend, Versi, who is the Oracle." Demetrius then cuts out Graxus's heart and eats it, saying, "Your strength will aid me in righting these wrongs." And he drags the body outside where he plans to bury it. And as they walk out, Arcadia asks Corbin a little more to tell about his rage so she can understand exactly his mechanics. And you find out that the Amazons work a little differently. They can get into kind of a semi-rage, but the minute they take damage, they fall out of it. And then he said something really sexist, like, "Oh, must be a womanly thing." She glares at him, and then he leaps at her like a goat and disarms her a little bit. So one thing that was really cool about this session is I think we all really worked well together as a party and communicated well and had a great plan of attack. And you saw some new things like the armor of Agathis that Demetrius donned, and you saw Arcadia in melee a little bit. And we took a short rest, during which Camos identified the items, and we found out we can get back in a day and a half to Astoria, because we remember that Honora is still scheduled to be slaughtered. So we started the session the morning of Tuesday, day 12. Her day to be slaughtered is day 16. And we probably end late morning the same day. There are several tombs that we want to investigate. And I'll just, considering I will start here, I'll just not say those and just play in game time now. And that's it.
All right.
Great.
Thank you.
Yes, good job. There's things I forgot. So yeah, y'all took a short rest in Corbin's tomb. Steve says that his stomach is upset, probably from doing some kind of ritual casting, and that he wants to hang out in the tomb himself.
I hope he hasn't stolen anything and is suffering a curse, but I'm sure he'll feel better next week.
Yeah, his stomach's kind of rumbling, if you will.
Gotcha. So I'd like to, right off, I don't know if we can ever come back here, since we had to give them a one-time item thing. So can we go talk to the guard about about what I need to do here?
Sure. Yeah. As you kind of walk out of his little crypt, you see that figure kind of floating over yonder by the bridge.
Now, I think you mentioned last time that he has a name. Help
It's
me out
Damon.
with
Damon.
Yes, and if you remember, Vulcan warned you not to piss him off. And also, when Demetrius mentioned to Graxus that, well, what if we defeat him? The Minotaur just snort laughed. So, we also when we met him, he was described as, you feel like this person or being has immense power. So, probably that should form your plan of approaching him.
Yeah, and he has like kind of like a cold aura around him.
And what sent me here? Somebody remind me. Is like
Your fate is bound with Demetria in the Oldwood, I believe. And what you need to find out from him is about Ophelia and the book.
Okay. All right, let's start with that. So, shall I drag my icon over, or we're just gonna like that's not really necessary?
Yeah. You don't have to. And
All right.
Kyra's just going to sit over here with her emery board.
Good Lord Damon, I approach him. It's like, how do you start conversation with an immortal being? How's it going?
And as you kind of walk up and say that, this figure, keep in mind, he has a black cloak covering his face. You can't see no facial features, and he's floating in the air a little bit. And it kind of turns and faces you, and you get the sense that it is staring right at you.
Yeah, it's. Does it get boring? Staying here all this time, or you bring your own internal motivation to doing this. How's things going for you?
It doesn't speak, but you get the sense kind of in your mind that it wants you to make your point.
Totally get you. I totally get you. Anyway, I have this. I've come across this trapped soul inside this book, and it seemed wrong to just leave her there. And she thinks you might be able to help her get out, or at least give me advice on how to help her.
And do you pull the book out?
Yes. Right. I pull out the book, and show it to him.
All right. So when you get that, or when you pull the book out and say that, you get this feeling of kind of dread in your mind, and kind of in like a blink and you miss it moments, like several like images and like kind of like I guess image, like kind of like say your life flashes before your eyes. Essentially, you remember all this crap all at once. You see a kind of a younger woman, and she starts off, kind of like as a apprentice wizard, and goes, throughout her life, and towards like her middle age, she starts becoming more powerful and killing beings, if you will. And you see her come up against a creature, like an older woman in the woods, and this woman captures her and skins her alive for essentially murdering like her family and turning her into this book. So like this woman, this woman wasn't really a good person.
Oh damn, Ophelia is evil.
Yeah, I wonder if that other woman that put her in her place was her name Demetria?
As a possibility. You have not met this Demetria, nor do you know what she looks like.
Okay. Did I get a good? Like you said, it flashed by too quickly. I didn't get an idea what this person looked like either.
No, you saw all this. Like it's like a 4-hour movie, but it all played out like instantaneous for you. Like, you just know all this.
Okay. So what did that woman look like? Ophelia.
This woman, she's kind of had like a greenish skin tone. You could tell that looks like she's probably immortal because she's beautiful and she's younger looking, but you could tell she's like immensely powerful.
Okay. And let's see, what kind of skin tone, hair color, eye color are we talking here?
Kind of like a greenish, like a light green skin tone, dark green hair, like bright green eyes.
Okay. Gotcha. That's an aesthetic that'll be hard to miss.
Yes, she looks young, but you could tell that she's probably quite old.
Okay. All of a sudden, I'm kind of perplexed on, do I really want to... I don't know. It still seems a little bit wrong to leave her trapped in this book, even if it is a due punishment, or someone else has decided so. Is there anything I can do to free her?
And then when you say that, you kind of get some more flashes in your mind. Like, if, say, you were to free her, you see her being freed, and then you see the destruction of this world.
Yeah, right. Hey. Oh man, if there was only a secure place for leaving things somewhere where they won't get stolen easily, and then not have to worry about it.
Can't you just throw the book in the
Do
fire?
you say that out loud?
Yeah, I do.
Nicodemus looks a little sad.
Yeah,
And he says, well, we did have a place up there. And he points to the crypt where Graxus was.
I
What
know,
about
man.
giving it to Damon?
Perhaps,
and like,
Do-
and
if you want to walk near him,
And, like-
I'm not going near him.
holy fuck!
Back off a bit, because it's too cold.
What's up, Drake? Thank you for
yeah,
the
right.
heart
I'm
attack.
like a good
10
15
months.
feet back. No.
Oh,
So
God. That's a wake up.
I would love to give this to somebody who can take good care of it. Damon, do you want this book?
And it does not reply.
All right. I think I'm just going to hold on to it. I know this might be a secure place to keep it, but... You guys have opinions?
I'll just leave.
And keep in mind, like, these images and flashes you just had, it was just you. Like, everyone else does not know any of this stuff unless you like take the time to tell them.
Oh, yeah, right. Gotcha. Well, anyway, we're in a hurry. I'm gonna hold on to it. You know, it's carrying something around that leads to doom and destruction. It almost fits with my aesthetic.
A little
I'm
bit.
going to ask Kyra, who's more powerful, you gods or Damon?
Kyra's not gonna respond to that. She'll just say, Damon's pretty powerful.
Let's see.
Don't piss him off.
I'll do my best.
One last thing. Do you know anything about my doomed fate? Damon?
Then you get the image in your head that you need to seek out someone named Demetria, and you get the image of that same person that I had mentioned earlier.
Right. Kermit the Demetria.
Monster
You should say that to her when you meet
succubus
her.
Sure.
into Snoop. Oh,
It isn't easy
nice.
being green.
I was wondering. I was
we missed our
wondering
special
when
day,
she
though.
came out. That's great. Hopefully she gets Clyde.
Honestly, I don't get that one.
3 days ago.
Oh, yes. St.
Have to
Patrick's
wait a whole
Day.
year
I get
before
it
she
now,
comes
yes.
back. She may have a pot of gold though.
Yes. It's hopefully soon we'll find the rainbow connection.
So if
Meanwhile, Corbin's trying to cheer Kyra up by playing her some bagpipe music.
Oh God, it doesn't work that way.
And you saw what
trying a little edgier song. Bang your head.
And he made a terrible screech. And
Corbin rock awake the dead.
And she takes some of that wax and sticks it into her ears.
Corbin thinks she looks happier.
Arcadia says if we're finished here, she wants to investigate the tombs.
Yeah, what was that
The
tomb you
remaining
wanted to
tombs.
look at that had something on it that was familiar
I'm
to
just
you?
playing that we haven't looked at them yet because we kind of did a quick summary of what was in there last time. So
Yeah.
I'm just playing in real time. But yes, there are definitely tombs that we all are interested in.
Yeah, I know we found, right before we quit last time, we found a tomb that had something on it that was interesting to Arcadia.
Yes.
The Tomb of
I guess.
Hexia.
Yes. Should we start with whatever we would have come across first? So we're going to just start looking at what would make sense.
Okay. Let's see. We were way the F up here. So let's see. Oh, Ochos. That's actually cool. So let me put a token. Gotta find a token. Party. Using Robin's token. Bam, because that's easier. I'm just going to use one token for the party because it's going to be easier. Top of the map. Hopefully y'all can see that. If you can't, let me know. Can you guys see over there?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
What am I supposed to see?
I'm just putting placing a token way up here.
Oh, okay.
Like the top of the map.
Oh, wow, that's way up there. Got it.
Yeah. Well, because you guys, this is where Xander's tomb was.
Oh yeah.
And then you came out and went over here, then over there, and then take a nap. Alright, so, this one says, Ochos Archelander, Oath Sworn of Hexia. You see a bronze statue of a man standing watch over this tomb. The murals on the walls of the tomb depict the man leading an army of hoplites in several clashes against the centaurs in the grasslands north of the Archelan River. This man is shown wearing a simple bronze breastplate, and his sarcophagus is entirely unadorned. And then behind him fighting, you do see a great green dragon. No, that's it.
Arcadia staring and starts to grip around her weapon tightens, and she looks at Kyra and she says, "Can you tell me anything about this dragon? I thought they all died."
That's Hexia. She's something. Have you ever heard the term Hades hath no fury like a woman scorned?
Well, I know about that.
I have.
What happened to her?
Well, you see, her and Pythor kind of had something, but then he kind of broke her heart, and it kind of made her mad. And you know what they say about pissing off a woman? So she kind of, any kind of lovers that Pythor might have, they disappear. Like, Hexia will come and take them, and yeah.
So why doesn't Pythor make an effort to stop her?
He can't. There's an oath. You know how oaths go.
You gods swear oaths far too easily.
Plus, hang on. Have you seen my brother lately?
Yeah, why does Hethia still care about you?
Because that's her person.
Okay.
Do you know where she is?
No, probably out in the water somewhere. She might have her own island now, I don't know.
And Arcadia looks at Demetrius, and she says, "It looks like this dragon slayed your people, and she has my mother, and I will kill her."
No, it wasn't this one.
I mean, in history, looking at this mural, this man and this dragon slayed the centaurs in the past.
Oh yeah, that's true. This Hethia has killed centaurs, but yeah, she is not the dragon that I hunt.
And Cairo will look at you and say, "What dragon do you hunt?"
A red one.
Oh, good luck with that.
Oh, well, why do you say that?
Those are the mean ones, don't you know?
Oh, I know. But the Oracle has promised that my path will guide me towards tools that can help me face this creature.
Ooh, cool. I will make a note of that. And when she says she'll make a note of it, she pulls out that black book and flips several pages ahead and makes a little note. Oh god, this is all off the top of my head.
Well, I hope that you're keeping the dragon in there and not me.
Yeah, dragon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Arcadia says, "Let's move on and see the other tomb."
I wanted to check out the Champion of Sidon tomb.
I think while we're here, Arcadia would like to just at least quickly look at all of them.
Okay. Let's see. The next one. No, not that one. This one. This one over yonder. This one says Lysis Archelander. The walls, or like the murals, display the brutal behavior of a king with a glint of madness in his eye. The main panel shows his downfall at the hands of the god Pythor. At the center of this tomb is a black marble sarcophagus carved in the image of a mad king.
What's the name on that one?
Lysis Archelander.
Arcadia looks at Kyra and says, "It seems like one of the Dragonlords went rogue if Pythor killed him."
Yeah. So Lysis was the great-grandson of Esther and the last of the family to rule Astoria. Lysis kind of proved to be a mad tyrant and stained the throne with murder and torture. And, well, Pythor, finally unable to stand by and watch, kind of overthrew him and took the throne. Yeah.
Not the first Dragonlord to do something extreme.
Won't be the last, I'm sure. And she looks over at Corp.
Arvin gives her a wink.
This one says Isidore Hurath. The murals of this crypt depict an athletic woman of regal bearing, and murals in the tomb show her competing in foot races, javelin throwing, and other competitive games. Always at her side is a man in a black cloak that oddly resembles the one worn by someone in this necropolis you have met.
That looks like Damon.
It does.
Oh, very odd.
Arcadia takes a keen interest in this, having seen the first woman there, and asks Kyra about this person? She's not a Dragon Lord.
Nope, she was the granddaughter of Xander. So Damon kind of served as her chief advisor when she ruled over the Dragonlords. And after she died, Damon kind of retreated from life. Came to the necropolis to be his guardian and to watch over Isidore in particular.
So, Damon served the woman that ruled over the Dragonlords.
Correct.
And I will look at Corbin and say, does this seem familiar to you?
That would be a no, because
After my time?
Yeah, Xander was Corbin's squire, and this lady was Xander's granddaughter.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So way after Corbin's time.
Interesting. How did she come to rule over the Dragonlords?
I don't know. That's kind of... She was very charismatic, if you will. Some say that, and she kind of whispers, some say that Damon helped her.
I wonder what she did to get Damon to serve her. A powerful being like that.
I don't know.
Well, I don't think we should enter this tomb because I'm sure that would piss Damon off.
You think?
You don't want to go in.
Definitely not.
Alright.
And I turn to Kyra and I say, has one of you gods ever been defeated by a Dragonlord? You're that much stronger, eh?
Well, you know what they say, mortal, immortal, you know.
So, but you can't die if someone stronger were to slay you.
Well, I'll let you know if it ever happens.
It's never happened before in the history of the gods.
Oh, not that I know of.
I will roll an insight check on her to see if she might be hiding something.
Okay. Let's see. You get the sense that she is not exactly being honest.
Well, don't worry, I don't have any plans to fight the gods.
I mean, you could try.
I'll playfully say, yet.
You can try.
No. And the next tomb, I guess.
Alright. So it's this one. This one says Nicholas Phobos, Blessed of Sidon. The tomb is in real good condition compared to most of the others. The murals are bright and the paint has not completely faded. The images adorning the walls and sarcophagus depict a man who is equal parts sailor and king. He wears a breastplate adorned with a maelstrom swirl, the symbol of Sidon.
I want to enter this tomb.
Okay. So you'd have to open up, like move the rock away.
Yes.
Okay. Give me a strength.
I'll ask someone to help me out here.
Does it matter who? Sure, I'll help.
Can I use an advantage then? They're helping.
Yes. All right. So try as you kind of get like, I guess, bad footing and kind of slip a little bit. And the rock, it wants to kind of move, but then it stops.
And I'll ask Corbin, why don't you give it a try?
Corbin's a little uncertain. He's a little leery of Sidon.
Yes, well, we need this information if we're going up against him.
Arcadia asked Kyra, what can you tell us about this person?
Well, so Nicholas was the last of the Dragonlords. He died, ruled and died, actually about 100 years ago now. Though The Dragonlord order had long been corrupted by this point. So Nicholas kind of swore fealty to Sidon as a symbolic gesture of peace, earning the blessing of the Titan. And then the order of Sidon modeled themselves after his example.
Corbin says, help me out. And sounds like a kiss ass to me. But I'll open the tomb. I'll try to open the tomb if somebody helps me.
I'll
Gives
help
me
him
advantage.
to give advantage.
Okay. Bad idea. So I guess you're kind of getting your idea to move this rock by watching Amitrus earlier, and you also kind of slip.
I wasn't that enthusiastic about opening a Sidon tomb.
Do we really need to get in this tomb?
There
Not
might be more in
necessarily.
it. Don't worry, I won't steal anything.
Does the druid want to help me? I will try. She looks at Nicodemus. Should we try?
I have no reason to get in here, but if Amitrus is set upon it, I can help.
Well, I think you are stronger, so why don't I assist you?
Alright, and then you can roll it with advantage.
Is that Nico?
Yeah, I think you're stronger than Arcadia says. I think you're stronger than I. So why don't I assist
Oh
you?
no. Oh my strength never went back from being wild shaped.
Oh, no wonder you're. I was looking at the.
Yeah, that's
Why
wrong.
is your
No,
AC so low?
no. Should have. I didn't check that. It never went back.
Okay, what's your strength?
My
Oh,
strength
there it
is only 10.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't I do it with advantage then? Is this just a strength check?
Yeah.
All right, here it goes.
Obviously, you're paying attention to to Demetrius and Corbin.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Corbin mutters, "This is exactly why I don't like Sidon."
I say, clearly Sidon's foul magic is keeping us from opening this tomb.
No,
It's,
you can see that it like moves and then it sets back into place.
He's crossing us again, that damn Titan.
There's a
Fine,
rat
then.
in the
You
ground.
should see what he did to his daughter's bedroom door.
I will shake my fist as I'm convinced that Sidon has put magic on this tomb, and I'll say, fine then, Titan, keep your secrets.
You could try it one more time if you want to ask maybe Kamos or Kyra.
Okay. What about using this?
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Can I jam that in the door and then like push ahead with my entire body against the crowbar to try and jam the door open?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll give it one more shot then, and after this, I will yield to the powerful magic of the Titan.
Yay! Alright, so you shove that crowbar in and you push it to the side, and that tomb is open to you.
I will do a little dance, and I will wave my weapon in the air, and I will shout to the heavens, "Haha, Sidon, you see this? You cannot stop me!" And I'll enter the tomb.
Alright, as you enter the tomb, give me a charisma save.
And you're
Damn it.
smitten.
Alright, so when you go to enter the tomb, or you enter the tomb, and you disappear.
Shit.
Oh no.
So,
Corbin nods sagely.
so
We see him disappear. He walks in, and we see him poof disappear.
absolutely.
Disintegration beam. I've seen it before.
Oh well.
No, nothing. No, he does like you don't see any remains of him or anything. He's just it was there that he wasn't.
You could be a little more sad, Kamos.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Arcadia yells out, "Centaur, are you there?"
He is not.
What happened?
Can I make an arcane check just to get an idea what happened?
Absolutely.
All right, good. As soon as I figure out how to do that. Yeah, there we go. Where's the tower? Oh, there it is.
All right, cool. So, as you are kind of like standing outside of the entrance, you're looking around, and you look up like where the entrance was, and you kind of see like a faint glowing sigil, and you know that that is a teleportation trap.
Oh shit.
Oh, we're coming to you in a minute. Don't worry.
Should have done an investigation check.
The good news is he isn't dead. The bad news is who's gonna save him? I don't know where he went. He's teleported to somewhere.
Anywhere.
I
Can't tell.
Do you know would the teleportation work again if we stepped in it intentionally?
It's a trap. I'd be really surprised if it was a one-time thing, as if this was the only person who's ever tried to step into that tomb. You know? Reasonable expectation that it's going to happen again. If you aren't charismatic enough.
Too bad Steve's asleep. He was fairly charismatic.
So, what do you guys want to do?
I go over and investigate the trap. Trying to, how close can I get to it without feeling like I'm going to trigger it? I mean, I have an idea where Demetrius was standing.
Yeah, so it's pretty much as soon as you walk into the tomb. Like, as soon as you kind of cross that threshold.
So there's no way to get into the tomb without that? Can we look around the outside, maybe?
Well, the outside, it was where the stone was, and you moved that already.
No secret entrance.
Okay, I make an investigation check on the trap.
You know that it is a trap.
Oh, good.
Arcadia looks at Kyra and says, "Can you help us out here?"
And she is cleaning her nails, and you see her kind of take a peanut and give it to the squirrel. And she'll say, "I'm not the one who triggered the trap."
Yeah, is she noting something in her black book?
No, she's not doing nothing with her book. She's just cleaning her nails and feeding the squirrel.
That's a good sign, at least.
Arcadia's gonna go look at the trap, although she feels if Camos can't find out anything about it, she's not so sure she would, but she's gonna give it a try.
Are you going to cross the threshold?
Oh no, are you kidding?
Okay. You don't see anything. You have no idea what Camos is talking about.
I send Sapphire down in, past the threshold.
Okay. When she crosses the threshold, nothing happens.
Okay. Well, now I have a sentry inside the tomb. What do I see?
Alright, so in here, you see the sarcophagus. It's a very nice sarcophagus depicting the man, equal parts sailor and king, wearing the breastplate adorned with a maelstrom swirl, which is the symbol of Sidon. And the tomb itself is, like, immaculate. Like, it's pretty much in pristine condition. Like, whereas Corbin's was crap, this one is really nice.
Gotcha. And so it's just a single room?
Correct.
With no doors, no levers, no pits.
Like the floor's flat. The sarcophagus itself is in
Is
the
there
middle.
a carpet?
There's no carpet. No carpet.
Can you ask Sapphire to look for any kind of possible thing that might turn the trap off?
Perhaps writing on the wall. Pictographs, something.
I look through her eyes, and can you show me a picture of the room?
I don't.
Map.
I don't have one. There is. It's just kind of theater of the mind.
So there's no triggers. Is there anything? Right. I'm literally looking for. Can I do an investigation of the room through through my familiar?
Yeah, absolutely. And you're just, I'm assuming, trying to find something out of the ordinary.
Yeah, right. I'm looking for something that will lead to, turning off the trap, or where the results of the trap go.
All right, so yeah, she flies around, looking throughout the whole room. Does a very good investigation, and she doesn't find anything like where the trap itself would go. No secret levers, no like wind blowing through cracks or anything like that. It's just like a solid room.
Well, if you think about it, this kind of feels like destiny, Kind of interesting that something like this happened.
Corbin's feeling a little bit guilty, having been severely guilt-tripped by the Dragonlords' tombs. So I'll say I'll go after him, guys, and I'll step up and stand on the teleportation.
All right, so once you cross that threshold, nothing happens.
I'm like, come on. I guess the horse is on his own.
Let's rob it. No, it's all open.
Yeah.
I'll go
Yeah.
I'll go inspect the tomb, but I'll prod it a few times with a pointy stick to make sure it's not a mimic.
You should take a shit in the tomb. Disrespect Sidon.
All right, so how long do you guys think you've been looking through in here?
Well,
Seems
that
like
search
5 or
for
10 minutes, yeah.
All right, so Corbin, once you go up to that sarcophagus, Demetrius appears at the threshold, and he is completely knocked out. So
He's completely what?
he is
What?
not. He is knocked out. Like he's bloody. Like he's out. Like he's not dead.
So
but
pretty much his normal state.
But he's bloodied beyond all disbelief. So let's find out where Demetrius went. Now, Demetrius, do you want this group to hear what happens to you, or do you want to do that privately? It's up to you.
Let them hear it. It's fine.
All right. So when you cross through that threshold, you are zapped, and you are in a room. You smell the sea. You hear the sea, and it's a brightly lit room. And standing and looking down at you, sitting on a throne and standing up, is a man who looks like this.
Oh shit, that isn't good.
And
What do you say?
and he looks at you, and he says, in a booming voice, when he's speaking, it's kind of reverberating through your entire soul. And he says, I see that you have been desecrating the tomb of Nicholas, have you not?
I'll say, I suppose it's no use to try and say that I was going to pay my respects. I'll say, tell me, are you Sidon?
Of course.
I have questions for you.
Oh, well, maybe you shouldn't go and desecrate tombs next time. And when he says that, he's going to lift up hold up his hand, and you'll see some electricity pulse in it, and then he throws it at you.
I turn around and I start running away. But I guess I'm not faster than lightning.
Yeah. And then you get teleported, and next thing you know, you're back to where you were.
Yeah, and I look fried.
Yes.
Like covered in scorch marks and smoking. And warm to the touch.
Yes.
Nico, if he sees him, will run up and healing word him.
Okay.
Corbin will help push him out the door.
Okay.
And as he wakes up, you hear him scream, "Ah!" And he's like, what the hell? And I'll say, oh no, Sidon. I met Sidon.
So how was he?
Big.
Was he more friendly in person? Seemed like the kind of guy who would be very shocking to me.
He seems like the kind of guy who would break the gods in two.
Ooh, snap.
Corbin says, "Yep, that's the father-in-law, all right."
I wanted to ask him some questions, but he wasn't interested in talking.
Oh, you did desecrate it too.
I only opened the door.
Yeah.
Okay, because I guess we now know what the definition of desecration is. Didn't think just going into a tomb would do that.
Yeah, we should not go in any of these tombs anymore.
Nika, do you want to heal him?
I do.
Alright, go ahead and heal him up. So Corbin, did you want to open that sarcophagus that you were looking at?
Given what happened, given what happened to Demetrius, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm not interested in my father-in-law's stuff that much.
Okay.
He's got some kind of thing on his forehead. A red eye. What does it mean? I'll turn to Kyra and I'll say, do you know what that means? Have you ever seen Sidon?
I might have seen him once or twice. Well, he's a Titan, and I don't know. That just might be his little hat. Did the eye like blink or move or anything?
I was too busy running away to get a better look.
Well, next time maybe you can pay attention some more, so I can note it.
Yes, I'll just pay attention while a giant Titan is trying to fry me.
Well, that's what you get for pissing off the Titans.
Yeah. Ow.
Oh God.
And you notice that Abicus is done with this place.
Right. Are we going to put back the rock, or are we going to leave it open?
I think we should put it back.
Well, the next question is, who's putting it back then? Is it harder to put back than it was to take out?
You could probably move it back.
Okay, I move it back.
Excuse me.
Are there any flowers around?
You are in a necropolis.
No, that's what I figured.
This is all stone around here, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I make a... oh, that was acrobatics. I thought that was athletics. I make an athletics check to push back the stone.
All right. So when you go to like kind of move the stone, you're kind of like pulling it as hard as you can. You feel your whole back crack, and the stone does not move.
All right, I tried.
Kitty looks at Corbin and says, "Why don't we try to put it back? You don't want to get your father-in-law angry."
Nico wild shapes into a draft horse and can help.
I'll look at Nico and I'll give him a disturbed frown.
As he turns into
I'll just
a
give
horse.
Demetrius an eyebrow. A raised eyebrow.
I'm going to shake my head and look away.
If you ever seen a horse smile, Nico will do that to Demetrius. Oh!
Nice. All right, give us a strength or athletics, either or.
Athletics? I'll do athletics.
Give him advantage on that.
So I kind of picture this like Nico's turned into a horse now, and Corbin kind of crawls up, and so he's kind of like almost like a centaur. And he pulls that rock right back into place, and a nice satisfying thud.
Okay, let's go to the next tomb.
All right.
And I'll say, no, I'm done with this, and I go back to wait at Damon. And I'll go gather up the Minotaur corpse, and I'll wrap it in some cloth, and I'll drape it over my back, and I'll just wait there.
You've had enough of this shit.
Yeah. Like, you notice that Demetrius just shaken to his core. That encounter with Sidon really frightened him.
Does he want to drink? What's up, Caesar?
He does want to drink, but he's not going to. He's just going to. He's just going to suffer in silence.
And I forgot to mention, once you woke up, you saw that squirrel sitting on Kyra's shoulder, and it looked like it was laughing at you.
And you see Demetrius glare at the squirrel, like he'll remember that.
All right. So I think Arcadia, do you have a list of all the tombs?
Yep.
All right, cool. So
Cosmophobos, Rhysson Phobos, Adonis, Newer Dragon.
Eastor, Elysis, Ochos, Corbin. Let's see.
I'm curious, which is the one that Kyra looked up? She looked at I think there was a tomb above Corbin's, and she kind of sighed and said, "No, I don't need to see him." Wondering which one that was.
That we have not been to that one. That one would be over here. Where's he at? You did Telemark. You did Telemark, right?
Yes.
Adonis, Esther, Bryazon, Cosmo, Myrtode. Did we do
I mean, the
Myrtode?
ones that I mentioned, we have. You just mentioned them in passing, but we haven't looked at them. Cosmo, Rhysson, Adonis.
Okay. Yeah, we kind of like skip things. All right, so this one. This one. This one is Rhysson Phobos, Oath Sworn of Sepulchrox. The tomb is lined with murals of great battles. Mural features an opposing woman riding a mythical dragon. The main panel depicts the heroic warrior triumphing over a group of formidable-looking minotaurs. 6 minotaur skeletons are arranged like guardians around the sarcophagus. Each has been painted with the likeness of the woman from the murals.
Interesting. So a female Dragonlord, Arcadia, looked at Kyra.
Yeah, I miss her. And she says she was Xander's main rival. She came to Thylia when everyone else did. She was largely responsible for the defeat of the Minotaur armies in the First War. Like she was trying to avenge Corbin. And her tomb is, as you can see, she has 6 skeletons. They're kind of guarding her tomb.
She was. You said she was defending Corbin, or getting revenge for Corbin.
Correct. Getting revenge for him. Since she was under the impression that the Minotaurs are the reason why Corbin died.
I thought it was the Cyclops guys that were killed me.
It was.
Mm.
But she didn't know that.
So somebody lied to her.
She just assumed it.
Lies, deceit, and slander, I tell you.
Or the Minotaurs put the Cyclops up to it.
That too.
Or someone wanted the Minotaurs gone, so they told her that.
Right. Okay, moving on.
And when you go to move on, Kyra says, I'm going to stay here for a little bit, if that's okay.
Was this the one? Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, this was the one that she looked up and lingered at.
Let's see.
Right, let's see. Cosmo. Cosmophobus, son of Rhizon Phobos, second Oathsworn of Valmetria. When you come up here, you're looking. There's not really much detail on this outside of this tomb, and you can kind of see in. And you're looking in, and you kind of see like this area is covered in like a slick black substance that appears to shift and quiver. The only thing you can clearly make out is a gray marble sarcophagus with the features of a man.
Well, that's interesting because he's the son of the person who was Xander's main rival, and yet his dragon was Xander's former dragon.
Correct.
Well, Kyra's not around to ask any questions about, so should we just see if there's any more tombs? Because Arcadia wants to know as much about the Dragonlords as possible.
Yeah, the last one is right there. So this one says we didn't do Myrto, right?
I don't think we were on this top ledge.
Okay.
You may have said Myrto, but you didn't describe it.
All right. So this one says just Myrto the Magnificent.
Oh yeah, this is the one, the two identical clay statues of a handsome man standing on either side.
Correct. All right. So yeah.
Oh,
then,
you did? Okay.
Yeah. Then
This is the guy who had like immense wealth, and there were inlays of gold, silver, and stones from the mural, and Demetrius was disgusted at the ostentatious display.
Correct. All right. So we didn't do Adonis then.
Correct.
All right. So this Adonis is the last one. It says Adonis, newer dragon, oath sworn of Raspatreon, most beautiful of Dragonlords, if but his sword work had been as beautiful. So you see a beautiful sarcophagus hewn from bright white marble, standing in the center of the tomb. The lid is carved with the likeness of a handsome warrior wearing a suit of armor that is more ornamental than practical. Although the carvings that line the walls ostensibly depict the great battles of the First War, there is a clear emphasis on the beauty of the dragon rider rather than his prowess in combat. So, yeah. He's a gorgeous guy. That's kind of what you get the gist of.
Alright, well, Arcadia looks around. Does it look like we're finished here? Because the wizard might be right. We might not be able to come back in here.
You don't see anything else in here that you
Jesus,
can kind of make out.
Corbin.
Wow.
Oh, is Corbin still alive?
So, Corbin, when you say that, Kyra pulls out her book and pulls out a dagger and writes into the book with a dagger and then stares right back at you.
Oh God.
Corbin shrugs.
Wow. But yes, you do get the sense that you have explored at least what is available to you to explore.
Arcadia goes back over to Kyra and stands there reverentially and says, I think we are ready to leave. Are you? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Maybe we should ask Damon if there's a way to come back.
And I'll
On
say
our
we
way out.
don't have any business left in this doom. Let's leave forever.
Well, we might if we need to get to the underworld, if we think that there's some way of using that.
I don't see why we would ever want to get to the underworld.
I don't
Well,
know.
I never
Some horse
saw-
might get trapped there someday.
And I never thought I would ever be in the necropolis just a week ago. It doesn't hurt to ask. We can ask him.
Bah. I have something to tell this Damon anyway.
Okay.
Before Demetrius can get there, I'll just go up and say, "Hey, Damon, I know we had to give you the coin to enter this place. Will we be allowed to return?"
So when you say that, it kind of looks at you and kind of cocks his head, and you all get this like searing pain on your left arm, like your wrist. And when you go to look, you'll kind of see like a little coin burn mark on your arm, and then as quickly as you see it, it disappears.
Sweet secret tattoos. I guess that means we can come back.
I'll say I didn't give you permission to brand me, creature.
Um,
They point out to him that the stamp usually goes on the back of the hand.
Corbin asked Damon, "Hey, can you put that on his rear?"
And it does not. He does not respond to you.
I will say to Damon, "Hey Damon, you're a right asshole for reanimating and cursing these minotaurs. Fuck you."
Are you sure?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, do it!
Well, you guys hear him start to say, "Hey Damon, you're an asshole."
Stop.
And
Give him a shove.
And when you say that, you feel a lot of coldness coursing through your body as he kind of just looks at you, and you feel some of your life drain away.
Oh God. Dude. Ow. No.
Corbin just shakes his head and he's like, "Someday he'll learn. Haunting
Yeah,
gods is not
You
wise."
need to learn.
And you'll hear Cairo say, "Is he always going to be like this when he comes up against creatures greater than him?"
Probably.
He's a right arrogant prick. I don't think he'll ever change. So,
Well, it's
Nico
not like he
points
charged
at
back
him.
into the Sidon temple a second time. I think this is how he learns his limits.
And you just see Amitrus curled up into a ball covered in frost.
And
oh,
Shivering.
are any of you going to say anything to Damon?
I give him a little high five.
So, all right. So,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Arcadia would say, "We appreciate your assistance," and then just walk away.
All right. So when you say that, you see him kind of raise up his hand, and you've never seen like his hand or anything like that. But some of his cloak falls away, and you see a bony hand, and he has a finger, and he starts to point it at Demetrius. Does anyone do
Corbin will say, please, Damon. He doesn't deserve the finger.
Then he'll point his finger at you.
We'll say, if it must be, but I would beg you to please let us go.
And you get the sense, like, you all get the feeling in your head that he has been, not dishonored, what's that word?
Insulted?
Insulted, yes. And that he requires a sacrifice.
He just killed Demetrius. Isn't that enough?
Okay, Arcadia looks around for Klaus.
Klaus is currently across the bridge with the ass.
With the...
And she says, may I get to that man over there?
What about the ass or the squirrel?
And Damon.
Can I ask Kyra, like, what sacrifice is he requiring?
Well, he wants his life sacrifice. You pissed him off.
I didn't piss him off. Demetrius pissed him off.
Well, you guys all share in the glory, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we took the oath.
What is this,
Oh,
anti-glory?
Right.
Klaus,
Yeah.
come here for a minute. We have something for you. Look what we got in the tomb.
You're calling Klaus over? Is that what you were trying to do?
Oh, we already took the time to save him. I don't want Klaus to die.
Well, Arcadia
Give him
is
the
going
donkey.
to- either, okay, she's going to look at Damon and point that in the direction of Klaus and the donkey, and as if, may I, asking for permission to pass him and retrieve them.
You get the sense that he will not let you pass.
Well, then that leaves the squirrel.
And the owl.
The owl.
The owl is not, well, the owl is not really alive, right? It's a familiar. Isn't it or is it really a being?
It's still a being. It can just be brought back, potentially.
To either one of them.
Amos, would you sacrifice your owl if necessary?
It's GM. Would that be like a temporary thing, or is this like an immortal being that basically I'd be like setting to its doom?
You'll know you'll be able to bring her back.
Okay, then yeah. So I offer up my familiar.
All right, so Damon will point his finger at poor Sapphire. And then she goes poof.
Well, you know, they say a bird in the hand gets us across the bridge.
And then,
Hello?
and then you get the sense that he wants you guys to leave.
And I'll nod at him and I'll go across the bridge.
I will get going.
And I'll just stay here
Can we
as a frozen.
drag Demetrius'
Yeah,
frozen
of
body
course,
with us?
of course, Nico will drag I'll tie him up. I'll drag him across the bridge and heal him there.
So you're dragging him and the Minotaur, so he's like,
Oh, the Minotaur. He already buried him.
No,
he's
he's
got
ready
him
to,
on him.
yeah, he has the Minotaur tied to him.
I don't want to wake him. Oh. Alright. Heal him. I'll turn back to Nico. And then...
Oh, this is
Heal him
great.
up.
Okay, well, Amitris is very freaked out now, and he's just going to run away as fast as possible.
And Arcadia
I'm out of
yells
this
after
tune.
it. Yeah. Arcadia yells at him, "You need to watch your mouth, Centaur. You almost got us killed, or at least one of us."
Someone had to say something.
And as you guys
no,
are
they did not.
as you were leaping, you see Damon walk away, start floating away, and then disappears.
He's slow walking away.
Drops his mic.
Yeah. Kara says, "Told you not to piss him off."
You know what the problem with these people is? They just do anything they want, and nobody ever says anything to them.
Because they can.
Yeah. If I ever become like that, kill me.
Promise.
Corbin says that was what the Dragonlords were originally about, not letting the gods do whatever they wanted.
What done here? Screw this place.
And you hear from behind us, y'all across the bridge, you hear coming, running down the bridge, Steve saying, wait a minute, what about me? Oh, Steve.
Snap time's over.
Yeah. Alright, so we are out of the necropolis.
Can we take a rest now that we're outside of the necropolis?
Probably what, early afternoon now or mid-afternoon?
Yeah.
I don't think we have time for that, right? We need to hurry back.
We still go, what, 3 days?
Yeah, we have 4 days. It's the afternoon of the 12th. The sacrifice will happen the evening of the 16th.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
But we should still make haste.
Yeah, I guess we can go down the road a little bit before we take a rest. Just hope we don't run into anything. Got to be real careful.
Well, let's
Extra
see.
paranoid.
Hey,
It's not that one.
Nico, I'm looking at the party sheet. Your strength looks, but your AC is super low. Is that just wrong?
Yeah, the AC never went back.
When you transformed.
Yeah. I'll
As
fix
long as
it.
it's correct on your character sheet, I guess. It's like just double checking. You don't want an AC of 11.
Alright, so I think you guys will probably be able to get right about there. By the time it starts to get dark.
I will find a nice grassy knoll, and I will make a proper grave for the centaur, for the minotaur. I will go and find some wood to make like a cross about him, and I will just write in Sylvan. I will scribble in the wood Grexus the Butcher.
Nice. Alright, so because to remind you guys, when you were coming down this path, you saw those big arms, right?
Yes.
Everyone, give me like a perception roll. Because as you guys are coming back down this path, these arms are obviously here again. Oh yeah, so y'all. Let's see, maybe everyone except for Kamos notices that
Whoops,
these.
sorry.
Ah, you're good. Y'all, other than Kamos, notice that most of these arms have changed permission.
What are they doing now?
They're not doing anything. They're just, some of them are kind of like holding their arms up. Now they're like to the side. Like they've just moved.
I'll say none can know the mind of the 100-handed. He is an enigma.
You see Arcadia go and kneel again by a hand and press something in the ground.
I'll say you should be careful. You do not want the 100-handed's attention. Those who do often become warlocks or worse.
Steve will pull, Corbin will pull Steve back before he licks it again.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then we're gonna try to like come up a little bit more and like take a rest. I'm guessing.
Yes.
Yeah, but before that, you always see Arcadia pull out her medal. She's working on something still.
Nice.
I'll say getting killed by gods twice a day makes me realize that this alcohol thing isn't that bad.
Yeah, you should try the mug I got you.
Maybe.
Right. We're gonna do like a watch or just pass this
Yes,
out.
watch. I think we
I
already.
need-
Yeah, I
I
think we
need
have
a full recovery, so
I think we have a set watch order.
Yeah, it's on the party sheet.
when you try to wake Amitrius, he's just gonna keep sleeping.
Okay.
He looks like shit.
That he does.
I will shave a small mustache in the side of his flank.
Oh my god.
He doesn't wake up.
Oh my god. Let's see if I can find a button. This button.
Just roll.
Oh yeah. Cool. So y'all get a nice long rest. Nothing happens during that rest. Da-da. And then we push that button. Does anyone want to guess what that sound is from? Is for?
Leveling, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
wow.
Finally, Corbin is a complete gnome.
Yay. So yeah, we'll take our break here and also let you guys level up. Level up.
Awesome.
Alright. So stream, we'll be back. Let's come back at a quarter after. Why not? So yeah, we'll be back at a quarter after because I got to pee. Let these guys do some leveling, and then we'll get back into it. So if you go away, please come back. See you shortly.
never felt that before.
Arcadia's got a lot of life.
I gotta push this button and push that button. Haha! Did I do it correctly? I did. Oh, I gotta turn this off too. Yay, we're back. Alright, so leveling up. Do we finally do our levels? So that's kind of a big one for a lot of yous.
My big one is level 5.
I said a lot of yous, not all of yous.
Carbon's most happy when he wakes up in the morning.
He's sitting there. I was gonna say something, but I won't.
Oh yeah, Warcaster.
Oh, you got that right.
Very good, especially for Druid.
Damn right.
Let's see. That on myself.
Toggle off, you can't see me. Oh, toggle off if you can see.
Carbon will walk up to Demetrius and say, let me try something on you real quick.
I will
Try-
lower my halberd and say, no. Knowing
And,
you, this is some kind of trick.
And I will try to shove him down.
Ah!
I'll try it again.
No, I will move away from him. I'll say, what are you doing? Stop pushing me. Go push someone else.
Well, fine, I'll go over to Camos and push Camos. He looks smaller.
Failed to shove.
Yeah. Like, Camos, stand still a second. Let me try this. That one's probably gonna work. No way!
Yo, Corbin just wakes up and he's instantly a dick and starts pushing and bullying his party around. And it's not working.
You see the squirrel in the background just rolling around.
So push out. Amicia will say, "Go on, push a squirrel. Maybe that's something you can handle."
And Corbin just gives up, says, maybe I need breakfast.
And you at least notice that Amicia looks different. Like, you know, when people get struck by lightning, they have these tree scars across the body.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Amicia has that across his horse flank and body now. Like little patterns that look like a tree.
Maybe he has a bald spot that won't grow back hair again.
Yeah, wherever the lightning struck.
Corbin will pull out a little bald spot, say, that looks like a mustache.
I'll say, oh, damn that Sidon. Yeah, wherever the lightning struck, that's where hair doesn't grow, and it's one of those patterns.
By the time this is over, you're gonna be like bald.
Yeah.
Half a tail, mustache in one flank, lightning bolt in another.
Well, the mustache at least will grow back.
A fearsome sight indeed.
Yes, that's what I pictured too, Dan.
I'll say, it's a shame that Sidon didn't want to talk to me.
I mean,
I'm
to be fair, he has no idea who you are.
I get him, you know, but I'm like, you know, I'm starting to think everything that we've learned so far. I'm not so sure if Sidon is the bad guy here. I'm not saying he's a good guy, because he's not, but he's also not just some evil villain that wants to rule the world. No, he's what he's doing. I think he might think that he's on the right side of history.
Lutheria, on the other hand.
Yes, well, you know, maybe Lutheria has her own story as well.
Never know.
What's
When you
the,
level up, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
When you level up, does it automatic? You know, 4th level you get an ability score increase, and like, did my intelligence automatically go up? It looks like it did.
No, yeah, you for those you physically put those in.
Oh wow!
Yeah, you were already at 20.
Yeah, you've already had 20.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that, and I'm like, okay, cool, got it.
So you can't raise it any further?
No, 20 is max.
Nah, you can never go above 20 unless you get something that actually says you can.
Correct. Unless like, there's a feat or something that says it can go over 20. But yeah, you could get ASI or a feat, either or.
What's the terrain here?
Currently you are on like a flat ground. I think I have an image somewhere. Somewhere where the F would it be at? Play. Let's images. Bam.
And I'll walk over to Kamos, and I'll say, what did Damon say when you asked him about the book?
It was like I got this huge amount of information all at once about how, I think her name's Ophelia, she became a powerful wizard that, I don't know, I think she killed a lot of Demetria's family. And Demetria then put her in her place, which is in this book. And I was like, well, that sounds horrible, but maybe I should still free her. And then Damien showed me other stuff that basically boiled down to, yeah, she'd go do more bad things and murderous stuff if we let her out. And so now I'm in this place where I think I just want to leave her right where she is.
Yeah, it makes you think, doesn't it? Because all these people that we've been told are bad actually done some good things. She might have saved the forest and a lot of people. And now she wants to control the old wood, but maybe she wants to do it because the Dragonlords have been suppressing the Fae, wiping them out.
Yeah, this has been a really eye-opening experience this past 24 hours.
Indeed. Perhaps Demetria just, in her own twisted way, wants to help the forest people.
Could
You
be.
should talk to her when you meet her instead of attack.
Corbin will say, just remember a lot of these people were pretty evil before the Dragonlords got here too, so they may not all be bad, but they may not be good either.
Yes, same goes for the Dragonlords.
Yeah, apparently they really got misled.
Well, Nicodemus is fated to kill her.
That is true.
Yes, it is. All right.
If you wake up, and although Arcadia has taken the last watch, you don't see her. After you start to wake up and she notices that everything is okay, she steps away somewhere where you don't see her, and then you see a beam of light coming out of the sky to a location.
It's a quest.
I will run over towards it.
Is there a giant question mark?
You over there and you see that metal that she's been working on is now in the shape of a bird that flies and lands on her shoulder.
Ah, yes. Now you've got one of those too.
Is it glitter reincarnated?
Glitter?
Or sapphire? Sorry.
No, it
Get
is
the
not.
names.
In fact, I put a photo in the chat, but it is in the form of a golden eagle, but it is all made out of metal, and it makes these kind of mechanized sounds. It doesn't sound like a bird at all.
Nice.
What sorcery
Nice.
is this?
And she says, "I've been building this for a while now." She says, "This is Nyx, my Stimfey."
Simfei?
Stimfey.
Hmm.
It's a
What does
bird
it
that
do?
Well, it assists us in stalking and hunting.
Cool. I forgot. I need to resummon my familiar. Doesn't that cost money?
Yeah, it's 10 gold worth of incense and a brazier.
I need a brazier. Can I
believe
borrow your
so.
shield?
Borrow Steve's shield. I don't have one.
Borrowing somebody's shield. But obviously, without a brazier, I can't. Can I do it this evening? When we're resting.
Brazier
It's,
don't
main,
get,
it's mainly the incense you need.
yeah, the brazier don't get used up. You just keep that.
Sure, but I'm not going to burn a whole bunch of incense in somebody's shield.
Why not?
Steve wouldn't notice.
Yeah, it's Steve.
Probably enjoy it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're burning that. Let's burn some toenails.
That might make him mad.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
So, what are the steps here, Gorgio? Do I just subtract $10 worth of stuff, or the fact that I didn't think ahead and buy the incense? I should wait until I get back into town.
You can just subtract the 10. That's fine.
All right, so I did that
Shit.
in a minute. So,
Down. Save. Now I gotta find this one maybe. Oh wait, do I push this button? No, where the fuck did I go? No, not that. This one, and then we do this, and then this, and then this, and then this. Bam, bam, bam. That should be good. And then this, and then.
You can just
Oops.
imagine Corbin walking up to Nicodemus, and he starts shoving him, and Nicodemus, he turns around and sees Corbin pushing at him, and he's like,
And
what are you
X, and then we do this. Sorry, I'm trying
What
to
you
do
think you're
something.
doing, a little cunt?
And then we do this,
doing? And that's dwarves for you.
this, 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 that's bam, that, and then yes to that, and then this, and then that.
so what's the name of the Iron Eagle?
Stevie Nicks.
Oh,
Nix. Handsome boy.
Boy.
Creature, being,
Nick is not a boy.
creature. Cool. Handsome. Or pretty. And Arcadia just saved that to like a hot bar or something like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you throw that to me again? I think it's the same thing as I already have that. It's embedded in my abilities.
Okay. Bam. Alright. So, let's see. So, if I remember correctly, we have the donkey, the squirrel, Klaus. Who else do you have with you?
Nix.
Sapphire and Nicks now.
Sapphire Nix. Another, no more.
It's a menagerie.
Yeah.
That other thing that Steve had, the possum.
Oh yeah, Billy.
Don't
Jeez.
forget
Yeah,
Billy.
we're also dragging around this really annoying pet called Kyra. Oh, if you say that, you get killed.
Yeah. And down goes Demetrius again.
Yeah, Amitri's the god's burner.
Sick of picking up this bloody horse.
Maybe a cool nickname would be Amitri's Sidon burned. And now everyone can see that he's been burned by Sidon.
Corbin will, as he's eating breakfast, he'll pull out his bagpipes and while he's watching the robot eagle fly around, he'll just start playing. Just like the wild wind goes.
Oh. Do Nix and Sapphire like go playing?
No.
Okay.
And I'll say, so Arcadia, can you see through that creature's eyes just like Corbin can? Oh, I mean, Kay Muscat.
And she says no.
And Kyra's like, so what's the importance of the metal bird thing?
The importance of it? What meaning? What does it do?
What can it do? Is it special?
It can assist me in stalking and killing things. It can attack.
So it's kind of like Sapphire.
Kind of. It can also stabilize people and can deliver healing potions.
So like Billy.
Kind of, except it can fly and do damage.
So like Sapphire.
I'll say,
Just look better.
what if someone smashes that thing? Will you have to spend all these days repairing it again?
And I can fix it.
Okay.
It takes a little while, but I can fix it.
Well, let's go full speed towards Astoria. I need a bath, a long nap.
All right. So you start traveling back this way, and we get to, let's say, like right about there. Once you get there, kind of like off in the forest a little bit, you see kind of like it's like a real, it's a path, but it's like real like, it's kind of like the weeds overtook it. It's like it hasn't been traveled down in quite a long time. And you kind of hear some like music coming from down that path. And Kyra stops, and I wouldn't know that from anywhere. And she kind of stomps off into the forest.
And I wonder if that's one of her. Arcadian says, "I wonder if that's one of her stolen instruments."
Seems likely.
We should probably help her. I'll follow her.
You
I
know,
think we should just follow her and write in a
I'll
book.
say, wait, guys, I have a plan. We should follow her, but we should act like she always does.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking.
We should like, you know, hang back and do stupid things and make comments.
Corbin says, "Have you learned nothing, Demetrius?
I'm just saying it.
You've already died by lightning. You've died by cold. But what element is next for you?"
Damn you!
Oh my god!
I refuse to believe that these gods are beyond reproach.
You
Um,
went right
Arcadia-
to approach and went to desecration.
At least I learned something about it.
What does Arcadia say or do?
Arcadia is going to send Nyx up to look and see what's going on, and then report back to her. She can't see through her eyes like Camos can. And she's also going to approach stealthily.
Corbin will go up to Kara and say, "Is that one of your missing instruments?"
And I want it back.
It will be our pleasure to help you. After
And
so much you've done for us.
And as you guys are walking, you feel kind of like a warm, summery breeze, and it guides you into like this forest clearing, which is carpeted by wildflowers. There are ancient marble collapsed ruins here, which are apparently guarded by an animated mound of thorny vines and laurel leaves. Let me put that on here for outline. And the vine creature sways back and forth as if it was dancing, while sitting upon one of the fallen pillars is a satyr playing a gentle tune upon a lute. And I think there's an image
It's
of him.
not Lorius, is it?
It is not Lorius. Oh, I don't have an image of him. That's what yeah. So, you'll see Kyra kind of stomp up and Zephyrus, give me back my loot now. And that guy kind of just ignores her and just playing the loot.
I'm going to wait and see what Kyra does.
While she's talking, can I try to stealth around to this entrance and kind of hide there?
Give us a stealth. Alright, so as you're kind of walking around that, you start crunching and snapping branches.
We'll stop there. See what happens.
Yeah, and he kind of will look over in your direction. Yeah, you think he probably knows you're there.
I will say to Kyra, is he an old lover of yours?
No. He was...
So, why aren't you shooting lightning at him?
Because he was, I want my loot. You see how precious that thing is? If it gets destroyed, somebody will be very upset with me.
This creature does not seem to care for you.
Well, of course not, because he stole it.
Well, I will look forward to seeing how your divine wisdom handles this being.
I will try to run forward and grapple him.
And keep in mind, he is sitting on top of some of these ruins.
Oh, can I crawl on top of the ruins?
You can try and climb up, I'm sure.
Alright, I'll try to climb him.
Alright, give me an athletics.
And he's looking straight at Corbin as he does this.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, so you climb up on the ruins, like, I guess, behind him?
Yep.
Man, that guy has a really cool token.
Yeah, he does.
And I will say, please return the instrument,
Why?
as it is not yours.
How do you know?
Kyra would not tell a lie. She says it is her instrument.
And you hear Amitrius cough.
Kyra? You think that's Kyra, the goddess of music?
I will look at Kyra and say, what do you wish done?
You think she's the goddess of music? Oh my god, that's the funniest thing I've heard in probably 300 years. She was part of the troupe of bards, and well, we kind of kicked her out because she kind of sucks at playing music.
Oh shit.
But so, little one, why are you traveling with her?
We are the chosen of the Oracle.
Oh, are you guys a troupe of bards?
No, we're not a troupe of bards. If you say that her name isn't Kyra, what do you say her name is?
That's Nina, of course.
Nina?
Nina.
Can you spell that out in the chat, please? Oh, Nina.
I'll put this all in a note.
Who is Nina? Well, I'm assuming. Can we all hear this, or should we be moving into there?
Yeah, if you want to like hear it clearly, I'd move up just a little bit.
While he's distracted looking at them, I'm gonna see if I can snatch that from his hand.
Alright. So when you go to... you try to snatch it, and he looks back at you with like nimbleness, and he's like, "Now, why would you do something like that? You don't even know who I am, and you want to come and steal things from me."
Maybe we don't know who you are, but your face pisses me off.
And why is that?
You look like a cocky son of a bitch.
I am no cocky son of a bitch. I am Zephyrus of the Four Winds, of course.
How about a fair contest for the loot?
But why would I give up my instrument to some people I don't even know who is traveling with this half-witted bard wannabe?
Tell you what, if we can beat you in a contest, we will put Corbin's bagpipes on our side, which you get if you win. And if we win, we get the loot.
And what kind of contest?
I look over at the rest of the party and I say, any ideas?
How about something athletics?
Oh, but my dear boy, I'm just a simple satyr. I'm no athletic prowess like you.
About a dancing contest.
Ah, my friend over here, as he points at the shambling mount who's still dancing. He's pretty good, is he not?
Not as good as a dwarf.
I will look over at Kyra and I will say, how about it, Kyra? Can you dance?
And she looks at you and, if a look could kill you, you'd be dead.
I'll say, I'm only trying to
Again.
help here. This is your loot, so it seems only fair that you participate in this contest.
Like, her face is beyond red. Like, stigma's coming out of her ears. She's pissed.
That's only a suggestion.
Corbin
And
says,
honestly, I would be
Fine.
glad to lose Corbin's bagpipes, because that gnome cannot play.
So, do you
how
want
Corbin
to
looks angry.
do you want to have a playoff? See who plays their instruments better.
That seems like a bad idea.
Corbin says, I am still not a master. I am still just learning.
Then I have no use of you.
What is this dance contest that you want to have?
I didn't say nothing about no dancing.
Well, if you are so wise, what contest do you suggest?
I say we do some playing.
I can try.
You're going, yes, and I'll encourage. Yes, you should play, and with your bagpipes on the line, seems like a fair contest.
Well,
You can do it, Demos, of Corbin.
so if you do lose, you must leave the bagpipes and leave the ruins of Astaphanos, please. Because you're not supposed to be here.
I will look at Kyra and say, what should we do, Kyra? I am not confident that I can beat him.
You see her pull out a dagger.
So I will give her. I will give her a look and say, you know, and say, so is it a fight then?
Oh, but why would you want to fight me? I didn't do anything.
I said I'm speaking to Kyra.
Ah, you mean Nina? She does she look like a goddess? I mean, come on, look at her.
Shit. Well, we have seen her perform a very powerful feats of magic and skill, and she knows a lot about the ancient histories in the tombs.
Oh, she is pretty old. Can't you see those wrinkles?
Oh. She looks fine to me.
It's the first nice thing I've heard you say about her.
Right? Can't come. Carry on.
Yeah, well, you know, Amitrus doesn't want to get smitten by another god, so...
She'll say so. Since you so rudely came up here, how about I tell you a story?
Okay, go for it.
So, me and my friends, the Four Winds, we were down a player of the harp, if you will, and we were out recruited, and we found this lady, Nina, on the side of the road of Mutros. She was just sitting there playing her harp, and she just looked so delicate that we took pity on her. And, well, we traveled with her for a while, but she always tried to pull out a book and write in it, and Guardian this, and Satyr this, and thinking she was the best of all of us, and so we sadly had to leave her when she was sleeping. And now I see she's pulled in a new group of people. Not the greatest bunch I can tell, but, well, beggars can be choosers, yes.
And I'll say, yes, and you were so great that you are now traveling with a shambling mound instead of a fair group of bards.
Oh no, my dear friend, you misunderstand. I'm here to pay respects to my god.
And your god is?
Astaphanos, of course, but I don't. Well, maybe you might know of them, but he's largely been forgotten by the mortals.
And you write that name in chat?
Yes.
What was this group of yours again? The Backside Winds?
The Four Winds, of course.
Yeah.
Sounds like a boy band to me.
Well, if you see, we did recruit her, you know, I guess if you want to say she
It seems to me, Zephyrus,
What's up,
you are
Sven?
actually desperate for Kyra's attack.
Thank you for that
You went
reset,
out
my
of
friend.
your way
Thank
to
you,
steal
sir.
instruments, and now you are here.
That was a good one. I was not doing no such thing. I'm just sitting here playing with my friend, paying respects to my god, when you folk decided to come up here.
Oh yes, it's a grand coincidence that we happened to meet you with Kyra in tow, whose instruments you happened to have stolen.
Who says I stole them? It's my word against hers. I have the instruments. I'm obviously great at playing this. And she writes in a book?
You are desperate for her. Whatever happened, I don't think you told us the entire story.
What's it gonna take to get this loot back from you?
Well, let me sing you a song and tell you a story of my people. If you will permit me to, of course.
Of course.
Alright, so he'll start playing the lutes and start going pretty good, and he starts telling you a story about there was a mortal who decided to steal the sun god Astaphanos' chariot and flew too close to the sun. And as he's saying this, you guys all start to feel pretty tired.
No.
And when you reawaken, you see him over here. He's like over yonder. And he'll say, you know, I do apologize, but I can't risk any of you knowing more about my god and getting back to the mortals and telling them about him. So you must die. And you guys,
Son of a motherless goat.
and I'll also mention that you guys are all restrained by vines, and he's gonna say sorry, but Tiny, kill them, please.
You son of a bitch! I'll remember this, and when I see your ugly face again, I'm going to snap off those horns and ram them up your ass.
Okay, horse. You know, I could just sell you back to your old master if you want. And we'll do that.
The growl is all that he says.
Corbin. To get out of these vines, it is a strength save to escape from them.
Oh, not a grapple break?
Correct. Strength save.
Alright. Guess that's the first thing then.
Right, you break out of them. Oh,
Is that my action?
Yes, but you can move. I just saw that schmo. I'll get him next one. And this shambling mound looks angry now.
No more dancing.
Correct.
Another kind of dancing.
The duel of the face.
I will move here.
Alright, popping down.
And I will look over at Arcadia by the wall, give her a little wink, and I will dodge.
Can you bonus action dodge?
Oh, I can't bonus action dodge, I'm sorry. Never mind.
So all Arcadia sees is just Corbin winking at her.
Yes, exactly. I can't take it off myself.
She get a
for some
shiver
reason.
down her spine.
Like
She gives him a
Cooper.
weird look.
Yeah. Shoot. Do I rage or not? Rage. Yeah, I'm gonna rage. That I can do with the bonus action. Yep, and I'll wave my hands at the shambling mound.
Alright, Demetrius.
I'm going to use my inspiration
Okay.
to break out with the save, so I'll give myself advantage.
Yeah, you break up.
Alright, and then I'm going to stay, move here, and my turn. Actually, I'm going to stay here. And yeah, I'm going to stay here. And my turn.
Okay, I too am going to use my inspiration to try to get out of this.
Whoa, man. Oh, wait, shit. Oops. And you do not.
Ah, crap. Okay, I can't move. Though, and by the way, Nick's acts on my initiative in combat.
Alright. Is it like a bonus action to command it to do something, or how does that work?
Yeah, it obeys its my commands to the best of its abilities and acts on my initiative in combat is what it says.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
But
think
I'm
it takes a
gonna
bonus
go-
action or an action. I could have an extra person.
Yeah, I think so. Although with my bonus action, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on that shambling mound.
I think it's just your speaking action, because Stimfey have this special language, right? So you're making weird
Right.
chirps.
Mhm. Right.
You're like a Disney princess.
No.
Yeah, you're talking bird language.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like that for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast Hunter's Mark on the shambling mound as a bonus action. And it doesn't say specifically if the Stimfey can assist anybody like a familiar can. But I guess since it's its own entity, it could do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, but it's not going to, and I'm just going to pass my turn.
Next. Having it do anything?
No, it's just going to fly. Well, actually, wait a second. It can do something. Hold on a second. It doesn't like to look at that. Just a second. It is going to fly above it and attack it.
It being...
The Shambling Mound. So let me see if I can... Well, I guess I can't control it really then, right?
Do you have that Nick's character sheet open?
Yes.
So
I just roll it on the thing?
Yeah. So like 5 feet up in the air.
Alright. So you see it's flying high above, and it flies above the Shambling Mound, and you see out of its wings these
that's cool.
metal pinions coming out of it, and it hits it.
Oh shit. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is
Gives
pretty cool.
the damage.
Alright, Schmo. What are you playing tonight?
Now it passes its turn.
I'll try to pass the turn with that character sheet open.
Oh, I can't. I just closed it, but I can't pass the turn.
Alright. Kyra, yeah, she's going to... If she was a tomato, she would be, yeah. She's going to cast a cloud of yellow nauseating gas centered on the Zephyrus, on the satyr. Let's see, where's it? That right there. Ooh, poor Nico.
Ouch!
And it stinks. It smells like rotten eggs.
Almost as bad as a dwarf fart.
Lactate pills, yeah, no doubt. He needs to make a con save. And he has resistance. Oh, and so he has advantage. So, con, where's the con modifier? And he succeeds. And he's going to, fuck off this way. Get him, Fluffy! Vamos.
Okay. Need to check. Hold on a second. Just the situation just changed. Alright. I'm going to Misty Step. Which, by the way, first of all, am I bound by the Shambling Mound also?
Yes.
Okay, Misty Step only has a verbal component and a bonus action, so I assume I can use that right now?
Yes.
Okay. So I have 30 movement. I'm oh, and can I see oh, I gotta move some distance. Can I see what is it? If I move there, the cloud doesn't obscure vision, essentially is what I'm getting at.
It does. It is heavily obscured.
Oh. Okay. So I move full 30.
Poof, poof. And you're no longer bound either because you Misty stepped out of it.
And I cast Hold Person on Zephyrus.
Nice.
And it's just a save. Oh. I meant to use my, what was it? What is that called? My inspiration.
Potent.
Oh crap, and I have Potent also. Thank you, sir.
Oh yeah, you gotta roll those two.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my Potent dice. 16, that won't help. 14, ugh. Alright, it's too late to use inspiration, right?
Yeah, because inspiration, it would just give you advantage, but it doesn't.
It doesn't give him disadvantage.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't remember.
Right, it's his roll.
Yeah. Inspiration.
Yeah, it's a DC 15. I doubt replacing the 14 was going to help. So he succeeded on the roll, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right.
Oh, can I also tell Sapphire also, for starters, she's in the thing.
She is in the thing, and she needs to do a con save.
By Sapphire.
And think she succeeded. No, she failed. So she spends its action that turn retching and reeling.
Oh god. First she gets killed by a god, and now this. You're a bad owner.
Maybe I just keep bad company.
Yeah.
Again, it's like I don't have her sheet open, nor do I know how to open it.
Let's do this, and we will do this. You can just say that to like a hotbar, and just pop it up when it's your turn.
How do I save it to a hotbar? You'll have to show
Drag
me
it.
that later.
Drag it.
Yeah, on the left hand side, there's like a little dot. Just drag that down to anything on the bottom, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Got it. And so I should be able to pass now. Awesome.
All right, Shimmering Mound. Let's go look at Corbin and try and slam on him twice.
Okay, but that's I'm a pumpkin. I gotta go.
All right, yeah, have fun.
Thanks everybody. Good game. Anybody want to play my character? Feel free. Oh, and I didn't check off. I'll check off the fact that I use a second level spell. Or I use 2 of them actually. Okay, cool. All right, everybody. Have a good day.
You too.
Have a good one.
Bye.
All right, slam 1. Oh yeah. Slam.
Yay.
Slam.
Now miss.
Slam 2.
Now you can miss.
Oh, it misses.
Nice shiny new armor protected me.
Nico, I need a con save from you, sir. Oh. Yeah, this stench is overwhelming. And you spend your turn retching and reeling.
Oh,
Yeah.
do it to me.
It's like if someone is think like an ogre let one out.
Should have used my inspiration. Can I roll it again and use my inspiration?
No.
No.
You said that at the beginning.
Yeah.
Right, you needed to break out of the roots too, because you're still restrained.
That's all right. I'll get out.
Right. Bam.
It's about the only thing I can think of doing is retching and reeling.
40. And he's going to dash.
Yeah, we'll never see that backwind boy again.
You might.
Damn, how could Kyra let this happen?
Kyra's pissed. And she looks at the mound and will throw a dagger at it.
Jesus. 14 damage from a dagger.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Let's see, let's get some music going because I forgot about
Does this
that.
mound look like something that could be knocked prone?
I don't think you've ever fought one before.
I mean, does it look like it'd be tipped over or not?
It is a wide boy, if that's what
Yeah,
you're asking.
Yeah. There's no legs on it.
No.
Alright, so I will just pummel it then.
Whoa, that's loud.
And I'll smack it again for good measure. Oh, missed that one.
That's what it looks like. Oh my lord.
It has legs. You can do it, Corbin.
And let's see, what's Kamos? I don't think he'll be able to catch up to him, so he's going to turn his attention onto the mound.
Yeah, Kamos doesn't seem like the kind of guy who would chase down this dangerous dude alone.
Yeah, no. I don't think he actually could even reach him if he wanted. So he's going to do his tried and true Firebolt. And say, uh-oh, guys. Think it's resistant to fire. Another con save, please, Nico.
Another con save. Okay, look, now I will use my inspiration. Con. Tower.
Good thing to use that inspiration. So you made it.
Right. But I can't move.
Correct, unless you use your action to break out, which is strength save.
I will try that. Strength save. Come on.
So you kind of try to move your legs, but I guess it smells so bad where you're at, you don't know if it's you or Kyra or whatever, and you do not break out.
All I can do.
Right, Arcadia.
This is weird. I've been trying this hunter's mark and it's not working like it normally does. But anyway, it doesn't matter because I'm not attacking it. I'm going to hold my action, ask Nyx. Can Nyx assist me by pulling at the vines, giving me advantage to try to get out of them?
I don't see why not.
Okay, so I'm just gonna wait for Nyx to come help me, and then I'll do a strength save out of with advantage then.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do that now, because it's going to fly over, and... Yeah, you break out.
Great. So that is my action. I'm going to tell Nyx to go look for Zephyrus.
Okay.
So Nyx is going to fly off 15, in the direction of
20, 25.
There, and she has an 80-foot flying speed, so I guess she'll be off the map, following, looking for the satyr.
She would get to about, right about there. Nope, one more.
Can she take the dash action?
She cannot because she used her action to help.
Oh yeah.
So she would get there right now.
All right, let me pass the turn.
I'm just gonna take her off. Corbin, he's gonna try and slam you.
Come on, Corbin, duck and dodge. Nope. At least he's only getting hit
Yeah,
once every time.
Exactly.
Does this thing look like it has 10-foot reach with its size?
Me and Mate.
Okay, I'm going to move forwards and I'm going to attack it twice.
And as you come and get into a space, it hits you. No, it doesn't.
Evil. Evil.
It has full arm mastery. Which is what I'm assuming you took, because that's what you always take.
I try to hit this giant thing twice and just miss.
Another 80. Yeah, it's gonna be gone. Next. Sure, why not? They're both gone off the map for the rest of this encounter. Let's just say that. Because I'll like, does it get out of like fade after it gets out of a certain range, Arcadia, or no?
Yeah, it can go to a mile.
Okay, so it goes to a mile, and then it's going to end up coming back to you.
Okay.
All right.
1 mile radius. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. It's just it's gone. And she's going to cast Fairy Fire on this thing. She's going to cast Fairy Fire in a 20-foot square. Yeah, cool. She doesn't get you guys. Alright, bam.
I'll say, Kyra, use Lightning Bolt. Like commanding a Pokemon.
Use Lightning, why don't you use Lightning Bolt, horse? Arcadia.
Okay, I can't seem to get the attack to stick to me. We'll see what happens. So I'm just gonna fire a bolt at this thing.
Well, it says it has Hunter's Mark on it.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the concentration other part of it, but I missed anyway. So I'm going to pass my turn.
It's another strength save, maybe?
And a con save.
Oh.
Because you're wait, no, I'm sorry. Actually, wait, no, this would have moved. So you're good. So yeah, strength save to break out. You do not. A 5 does not work, my friend.
What else I could do?
Oops.
Whoops. Oh, sorry. Both said that at the same time.
Yeah. Let's see. Kamos, try and intrude.
Would he try to help Nico get out of?
Let's see if he would try to do that. Nope.
He's doomed anyway.
Yeah.
When I'm haunted.
Alright, Corbin is, I'm gonna try to shove it, see if I can knock it down.
A 7, I doubt that would give it. Let's see. Where's that? What is that? Strength save? Corbin? Oh, he disconnected.
It's athletics or
Strength.
acrobatics.
Yeah, no, he does not. But he disconnected, so...
He shoved him back cell so hard he left the game.
Yeah. Well, he's going to attack Corbin. Two times. Oh. Oh. Sad panda.
I am going to attack once. I'm going to use Divine Smite, because of course.
No way. A horse uses Divine Smite? Of course a horse does.
Oh!
Wow!
Oh, those rolls are so high.
Yeah.
I guess I pissed it off now.
Yeah, a little bit.
And my bonus action.
So once you hit it, you kind of see it. Its face was kind of like focusing on Corbin, but you see the face kind of mold into its body and then appear on the other side looking at you.
Ah, shit.
Kyra's going to back up.
Come on, Kyra. This is your fight. Does he get an AOP on Kyra?
He does not. Is she going to do this? She is not. Do-do.
Are you back, Corbin?
Do-do. He's
No,
gone.
he's not.
No, he's not even in combos. He's gonna come over here and will assist Nico in breaking himself out. The mound is going to move up one. Corbin will punch it. Bam. And then he's gonna try and slam you twice, Demetrius. Oh. Oh.
You accidentally hit itself.
What?
Damage should be put on me.
A 12 hits you?
The 17, you accidentally did the damage to itself.
No, the 17 was Corbin hitting it.
Oh, sorry, I saw that wrong.
Yeah. Corbin's going to move up and just punch it. And I think he can do it again. Alright. Arcadia.
Okay, Arcadia moves over to get a better aim at this thing, and then she's going to shoot it with her crossbow again. Or not. God. Pass my
Nico.
So I guess that gives me advantage on my.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Jesus. No, even with you both pulling, you still don't break out.
Oh, there's bloody things!
I think the smell.
What kind of devilry is this? No. Oh, God.
You know, I am going to use my action to disengage.
Okay.
And I'm going to taunt this thing. I'm going to say, come on, you want a piece of me? Come on, come on. That's 25. 35, 45. Come on, you big beast. I'm going to try and lure it with me.
So she's gonna poke hold up her like wand, and let's see here. 20 gems shoot out from the wand tip in a line 30 feet long and 5 feet wide. Let's see, in the 10, so it's going to do 30 points of bludgeoning damage. Onto the mound. Let's see here if it has any resistances. Does not. So it does 30 points of bludgeoning damage, and these gems all kind of lay on the ground. They look kind of like they're worth a little bit of something. Weird.
One time I roll good initiative. Okay. I am going to take out one of my javelins. Mark it off. I'm going to throw it to piss it off further. I'm going to move over here. And I'm going to show my horse ass to this mound. And give myself a slap on the flank.
Oh god. Let's see. Corbin would probably try to grapple it because that's what Corbin does. Let's see. A 5 against a 20. Yeah, no.
Yeah, these are also terrible.
They are. Kamos will spend his turn trying to help Nico out again. Kamos is like, come on, Nico, pull it this way.
Here we go.
Yay, breakout.
The hell out of here.
And then Kamos will say, Nico, I'm sorry, man, but you kind of need a bath, buddy.
Yes, we dwarves are natural stinkers.
A little bit.
Over there. And I think that's his action, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna try this again.
Get the goat sound ready. Oh.
There. I need to do another 6 because I don't know why that
I do not know. I just roll a d6 and I'll edit.
is it not showing up?
It is not. Go 6. Nice.
There we go.
Quick math. 134.
That's my turn.
All right. The mound. It looks at Demetrius and then doesn't care and goes back to a Corbin.
Okay.
Either that or it's just not fast enough. Slam 1, slam 2.
Welcome back.
Alright, slam 2 hits. And then you're going to see it eat Corbin.
I got back in time to be eaten.
You did.
I was trying to lure it away from you, but it didn't work.
Ew, gross. Alright, so Arcadia. You see Corbin disappear. You should be used to this by now.
Yeah, she's not sure if this is going to hurt Corbin. She's gonna shoot at it and see what happens. God damn it!
You hear goat sound in your head. Kamos is going to shoot the firebolts. That hits. Nico. Oh, Drake, you're too nice, man. Too nice. Not DITC.
Nico's going to cast Fairy Fire on it.
Alright.
There should be enough room. Should I also target Corbin?
Yes, because Corbin is in him.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yes,
But
Corbin tastes like
He's gonna
old
get
meat.
hit either way.
Like stale meat. They
Nope.
both succeed.
Well, try again. Stay where I'm at.
She's gonna do that. And then she's gonna back up. Because she realizes she is in the front line now. Corbin, are you here?
I am, but I'm still loading up Fantasy Grounds.
Alright, so you
I
got...
would try to break the grapple.
Yeah, first we got a push and a healing that will drop on you thanks to Drake takes. And then you need to make a con save, which I'll do for you. Oh, good, you made a con save, so you are not being dead.
So I can now, I think I can work now, so should I try to break the grapple?
Yes, try and break out.
Did it do anything?
No, just do like a normal athletics or...
Oh, okay. Just a normal athletics.
Yeah. Spin, I'll probably give you that back. And you do not.
Damn it.
Because we're actually almost done.
We're not having a good day.
We had like 5 minutes left, so I'm going to give you that track back.
Alright, I'm stuck then, I guess.
And you hear a goat sound.
Okay, seeing as my tactic has failed, I will 35, 40. Then take the dash action. So that's 5 and another. I will move here, 25. And that's all I can do for now.
Wait, the shambling. Oops. What? Hang on a second. Oh, each of the mounds turns. Ew, gross. Now the mound's going to start slithering over towards Arcadia. And we'll try and slam you, Arcadia.
It's hungry.
Ah, crap. Moves faster than I thought it would.
Ah, crap baskets.
And then you see it open its mouth like it wants to eat you. And you see Corbin in there, and he's not looking too good. And then it closes its mouth again without eating you.
You see Corbin mouth the word dodge.
Yeah. Like, shit! And Kyra disappears. Because of course she does. Demetrius.
I'm going to move here within 10 yards, 10 feet. Not sure. You can see the thingies, right? I'm going to attack it twice.
I would, yeah, but I would love to give you that trap, but this is the last round.
So instead of my second
I'll
attack,
forget.
can use my bonus to let Corbin grab onto my halberd to give him advantage, and then yank him out.
No, because he is swallowed up.
I will attack again, and then I will take a 5-foot step back. I'm still within 10 feet. I want to move to 15 feet.
So you got into his range, like you were. Oops, I'm sorry. You were like right next to it, right, and then moved.
I know I was within 10 feet.
Okay.
I couldn't see the squares well, but the idea is that I move within 10 feet, use my reach, then step 5 feet back, so if it moves to me, I get an AOP.
Right. I know how you normally do it. Corbin.
Alright, try to get out again.
All right.
I got an advantage on athletics.
Yay! You popped yourself out.
Alright, I crawl out of this thing.
To be fair, you'd be right there. Actually, let's do it. Actually, put these guys in squares. There we go. Alright, right there.
Do we have any good bonus actions at the moment? Did you say I got a healing potion from somebody?
I already gave it to you.
Oh, wow, I'm that bad with a healing potion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move around this way at least. He'll have to chew. He can't hit us both at the same time, maybe. I'm still raging, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Corbin, what did you just say about working together?
I just didn't want to stand right next to you in case he could hit us both.
Right. Well,
I don't know what kind of attacks he's got except the 2 tentacles.
yeah, well, Arcadia is going to actually... She's going to disengage here, because another attack like that, she'll be dead. So... But she's... here. How far did... What rate of movement can she figure out that it has? Does it seem to move a little slower than usual, than most things? Or...
When it moved up to you, it was slithering.
It was slithering. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, she's going to move as far back as she can, but still within range. But the bonus action, she's going to cast Hunter's Mark on the gun. And I pass my turn.
All right. Shambling Mound's going to turn its focus back onto Corbin. Try to eat him again.
Can I use my bonus, my advantage not to be eaten?
No need, because it's not going to eat you.
Alright.
Nico! Who would need it most?
That's
Probably
why I can
Corbin.
see it.
Yeah, Corbin. Alright, now I will give that to
And-
Mr. Corbin.
Now that he's not in there,
And then that is the last round.
Yep. we'll try to cast Fairy Fire one more time on it.
Ooh, it fails.
Right. It is now... Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh, that was loud.
Knock that off.
Alright, that
Okay, Moses' turn.
is top of the round. I think that's a good place to stop, unless you want to just finish this combat out.
I can finish it out.
Okay.
Is there a better recipe?
I can stay as long as the Russians let me have internet.
I have 12 minutes.
12 minutes. Let's just call it here then, and pick it back up. Before I forget, though, Corbin, you do have a greater healing from Navigri.
Hoorah.
And, yeah, you don't taste like old meat, apparently. Even though the Shambling Mound thinks you do.
Alright, let me find my healing potions. It was greater, you said?
Yeah, greater.
Thanks, Nyla Gray. Love
Yep.
you.
So nice. You guys are supposed to help the monsters. Be like me. I help the monsters.
That's good. Corbin was about to bravely run away, so now maybe I have to change my
What?
mind.
Corbin run?
It was tactical retreat.
Well, just like Ametreus runs. Too.
Yeah, and Demetrius taught me that.
You're gonna get on the back of him now and ride. All right, but yeah, that was a little fun. More info and leveling, and
Lots of info.
found some more info, baby, about
Yeah.
Kyra. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Nobody is who they seem.
Right.
He was a member of the Backwind Boys.
Yeah. Nina. All right, so yeah, we will be back here next Sunday at 8:30. Hopefully, get back to Astoria.
Great. Can you leave the table up for the next at least 11 minutes?
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, stream. Yeah, that was fun. So yeah, we'll be here. My next game will be tomorrow night at 7:30 Central, playing some Deadlands, and then next Saturday at 1 playing Curse of Strahd, and then back here next Sunday, playing some more Odyssey. Yay! So thanks guys for hanging out, for the subs and for the cheer bits and for chat interaction. Sorry, Sven, I didn't get to do your trap. I'm gonna give it back to you before I forget. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.